Hello, my name is Ryan Nowlin. I'm your English 102 Composition 2 instructor for the fall 2020 semester. Welcome to my class, and um, I hope everybody had a nice and relaxing summer. And that you're ready to start the fall semester. And so, what I'm going to do in the next 5 or 10 minutes is to um, go over with you the syllabus of the class and also the first few assignments. So let me just start by introducing myself. Again, my name is Ryan Nowlin. I'm your instructor. I've been teaching at Hudson Community College for since 2008, and I've mostly taught on campus. But during the last few months, since March, we've been pretty much virtually all the Hudson Community College instructors are teaching some variation of the online class. So, what I'd like you to do when you log on to your Canvas page this evening or tomorrow is to take a look at a couple different things. First off, you would want to look at your icebreaker sheet, which has about 5 or 6 questions for you to answer, introductory comments about yourself so that I can get to know you as students. Also, you'll find on there slide notes on chapters, chapter 1 and 2 for the book. So essentially, this is an online class. It's considered to be asynchronous, which means essentially that there's not going to be any specific time that we meet during the day. However, it'll be an ongoing assessment throughout the week as we move through the week. And then anytime you have threads or discussion threads or assignments that need to be commented on, I will sit down and log in at some point during the day and give a response to each and every assignment or login thread. You can find a Canvas on by logging into Hudson Community College. You'll find our course listed there, and it'll have a dashboard where all these different links will be visible, including announcements. I've made a few announcements already concerning the introductory notes to this class. And also I've posted the slides for chapter 1 and 2 and the icebreaker questions. So this class, English 102, Composition Online 2, I'm just going to go over the syllabus. I'm going to go over the syllabus with everybody right now, and then I'm going to go briefly talk a little bit about some of your first few assignments for the week. This is a Composition 2 course. It's designed to emphasize the process of argumentative writing and the practical stages for writing the research paper. Composition 2 focuses further on development of competence in critical and analytical writing. The book we're going to be using for this class is called The Purposeful Argument. This is the book right here. I hope you can see that. And it's I think you can rent this book from Amazon, or I think you can also purchase an online version, readable book of this online book, ebook of this textbook as well. Just a few notes about before I get into the course goals and assignments. Because this is an asynchronous class, we're not going to have a Zoom meeting where everybody will be present in the class. That, on the other hand, what I'd like to be able to do is to have class. I would like to have conferences with everybody throughout the semester, or if you have any specific, if you have a specific question or you want to talk individually with me, I'm going to leave this option open to talk to me on Zoom individually, and I think that would work best for our class, purpose of our class. So the best way to do that, I think, would be um, to email me in case you need to talk to me individually, and that way we can schedule an appointment. So my email address is capital R N O W L N. Okay, so capital R N O W L I N at hccc.edu. Again, it's capital R lowercase n O W L I N um, at hccc.edu. So, in any case, you'd want to email me, or we can or I'll contact you individually through the Hudson email, and then we would just talk individually through a one-on-one session on Zoom throughout the semester. And if you need to have a more one-on-one discussion with me about an assignment, you can do that on Zoom as well. So the Zoom, I'm going to reserve all Zoom sessions to just specific individual students instead of an entire class being present, which would not really be part of our class because we're not synchronous. So, okay. The goals and objectives of this class are the following. Students will gain an understanding of the argument and its place in their college and professional careers. Students will understand how to evaluate and analyze others' arguments based on readings, evidence, and reasoning. Students will understand how to criticize and respond to controversial issues, indicate where and how arguments and selected readings as well as their own pieces often fail. Students will understand how to create simple, solid claims built from issues that matter to them as they work to find voice in their argumentative essays. Students will also become aware of the power of visual arguments. Students will continue to understand how to organize and write solid arguments with good reasons, exploring the single or blended use of developmental modes. Students will understand re-examining, re-evaluating, and reviewing completed writings for coherence, unity, sharpness, and clarity. Students will understand how to construct research argumentative essays. So, in essence, there's going to be, in this class, to sum up here what these objectives are, there's going to be we're going to spend a lot of time discussing the nature of an argument or what it means, how to engage in an argument using reasoning skills. And we're going to also, to analyze, in order to do that, we're going to analyze carefully argument-based readings in the textbook, which we will have available through the book. And the assignment page and discussion page are two different links on the Canvas page. The discussion page will oftentimes provide you a whole series of discussion questions and links to the readings that we can do to foster class discussion. And the way that would work is that once you answer a thread, I'll respond to that thread, and so on. And then everybody will have an opportunity to chime in on their opinion and their point of view. You will create simple, solid claims. You will understand how to do that, to build simple, solid claims built from issues that matter to them. And as they work to find your own voice in your argumentative essays, you will become aware of the power of visual arguments. So we're going to spend a lot of time building our claims based on issues that matter to us, like controversial issues or issues relating to things that you would want to think about to expand on. And then you want to continue to understand and organize how to write solid arguments with good reasons, exploring the single and blended use of the developmental modes. All right. What I'd like to do now for the next few minutes is to go over with you the syllabus schedule for the first week. We will spend our time on Unit 1. Unit 1 objectives are that students will gain an understanding of the argument and its place in their college and professional careers. We're going to think about this following question: what is argument? How do we argue, persuade? Okay. Um, so that means we're going to talk about the nature of argumentation itself and the history of argumentation, going back to Aristotle and the history of rhetoric used to build an argument. And how do we do that? And in what cases are we able to develop a case for ourselves when we're arguing an issue? So Unit 1 lecture, or like I said, the Unit 1 lectures are going to be already posted. 1 and 2, chapters 1 and 2 for your benefit. I have outlined these chapters for you so that they can be easily broke the main issues down into organized them into segments and sections so that you can follow the argument of each chapter. So chapters 1 and 2 deal with argue in real life. In this chapter, what we're going to do primarily is we're going to explore issues, and then finally you're going to choose an issue for yourself. You're going to select an issue for yourself so that you can develop it further in the next few weeks. Also, you want to create a setting for your argument. Review, okay. Unit 1, Assignment 1, A Brief Beginning. This is the first assignment, which is a 500-word essay discussing the last time you tried to persuade someone to see an issue the way you do. Incorporate elements of argument, read in assigned chapters, select an issue, audience claim, and timing. So your first assignment for this week is to start working on reading these chapters. Each week you will be assigned a paper, a various length paper. This week it's a 500-word essay, and every week we have 2 discussion questions, 2 discussion threads. Discussion question thread 1, and another one. There's always 2 discussion threads, and so discussion question number 1 is to characteristics of oral arguments. Consider these questions and post a general response about your last argument. Do not answer as individual questions or repeat the questions. So you want to think about what was your last argument about? What was the basic problem? How did the argument start? What was said? What were their proposed solutions? Was there a winner? So that's every time you do a discussion thread, you will type in your discussion point, and then at some point during the day, I will sit down and write my response, key in my response to your threaded discussion. That way we can generate discussion throughout the class. Discussion number 2, things I did not know about the argument. After having discussed your last argument and reading the assigned chapters, revisit at least 2 of the subtopics referenced. Specifically, refer to issues that matter to you, page 7 to 10 and 23 to 25. Varying support, page 27, when arguments break down. Page 21, target audience. Page 33 to 34, discuss what you now know, what you might have done differently. And finally, you will be assessing your understanding of basic components in the written argument as presented in assigned chapters. So every week, I'm going to present to you a new video, a new YouTube video for you to view at the beginning of every week. I'll go do a brief overview of the week ahead, and do a mini lesson essentially on the topic that we're going to cover during that week. So the YouTube videos, or the videos that I post, will be at this beginning of every week. So This is the first of those videos. So, again, welcome to English 102. And I look forward to working with you during the course of the semester. I hope everybody has a nice rest of the day. Looking forward to working with everybody starting tomorrow, the 2nd of December. I mean, 2nd of September, 2020. 2020. All right. So have a nice day, everybody. Bye.